Hope you enjoyed the pre-show. One song was used from Shredder's Revenge, the other one from Metal Gear Rising, and the third one is a remix from the song I already used from Shredder's Revenge by a YouTube channel called Chips and Cellos, another music remix channel. Anyways, I think now's a good time to bring everyone on board. Mute myself in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's up, Squiggleton?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, you sound high.
Well, today because he horribly burned his foot and needed somebody to keep him company. By which I mean we drank too much.
Oh. Oh, he's probably passed out then.
Yeah, I also gave him some of my edibles, so.
Oh. Well, shit, that would explain it.
I will say, upon leaving, might be one of my new favorite Al moments. Because I was leaving, and he gave me a bunch of food to take home, so I put it all in a bag. And the neighbor's German Shepherd just runs up to me, and she's just screaming, like, no, stay down. And generally, I'm really good with dogs, so I just kind of get on my knees, like, hey, buddy, how's it going? I start petting him, and he goes right from barking to licking me, just, like, really nice dog. And then she apologized, like, no, it's fine, I love dogs. Pet the German Shepherd a little bit, walk down. The other neighbor has a German Shepherd puppy that I'm like, oh, well, he's just cute. I lean down, and then he immediately just jumps up, starts nuzzling my leg. And I'm like, oh, this is a good day. And I go back to my car, and I text Al, I was like, hey, so I got attacked by 2 German Shepherds on the way to my car, and he just calls immediately, going, oh my god, are you okay? Oh, no, it was a puppy and a dog that wanted my food. I'm fine. But he was legitimately worried, even though I was only gone for 2 minutes, and he's like, oh shit, Jason, clearly you texted me first instead of calling 911, because clearly that would have been important if you were attacked by multiple dogs.
Jesus.
He thought I got mauled by 2 dogs in front of his house.
Alright. Yeah, it's been a shitty week because I got COVID.
Yeah, it does suck.
Oh, yeah, because it was cool to get it 2 weeks ago when you were out for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they don't give a fuck. You got COVID, what are you going to do? Oh, that's why you're probably a super spreader. Okay, sure.
Oh, even better. I mean, that super spreader, that's what they called me in college. No, I'm kidding. I didn't have any nicknames in college. I went to a career school. My college days were extremely boring.
Ah, man, I had the opposite results. The college days were better.
Yeah, I don't remember any of my college friends. That's a problem. I remember one dude, then he got cancer and had to drop out, and I didn't get along with anybody else.
Shit, you didn't. You don't remember Wayne?
No, Wayne from college.
I know Wayne from college. He's a pretty cool dude.
Yep, my college didn't have a Wayne, sadly.
Mine had Larry from Otaku Assemble Weekly, which is another YouTube channel here.
Yeah,
he did not like me much because I had taste and he didn't. Seriously, Naruto still sucks.
So the person I met, the one person I ever got along with in college, but never enough to ever hang out, was the dude who I had a lot of computer classes with, because he taught me about the 2 best friends.
Oh.
He's like, yo, check. It's like, oh, you like ponies? Here's this video, and it was 2 best sisters play. I'm like, oh, this is really funny. It was like, oh shit, they're reviewing Persona 4, and then then I found their video on Persona 4, and I started watching all their videos.
Similarly, I had a friend in college who also kind of introduced me. Well, this was before they became the best friends. They were known as the Switcher.
This is before that too. This was just when it was. Well, I mean, they were always kind of 2 best friends since Machinima.
Well, like I said, my friend in college back in 2008, he showed me clips of Stupidity Exhibition, and we were laughing at it because I remember watching the Street Fighter cartoon on weekend mornings.
Yeah, that was before. Yeah, okay, that was the Flophouse. Okay, that's even earlier than me then.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. And then,
yeah.
And then there's a video. It's probably lost media, but Matt made a parody commercial for the Street Fighter 4 mobile game. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but yeah, Capcom during the release of Street Fighter 4, and it was fucking hot at the time because holy crap, Street Fighter's back, baby! What perfect time to be revived. They decided to outsource it to see if they could get something out of the mobile market at the time, and Matt made a funny ass commercial that supposedly takes place during an airing of Street Fighter the cartoon and shit. And he's like making a skit going, no, forget about things like frame data and strong connections. Enjoy this game with the touchscreen controls that are so big that they would obscure the screen with your thumbs. And stuff like that. And the end of the commercial, Matt goes, yeah, what would happen if I was in the middle of an online match with my opponent and I just suddenly disconnect the Street Fighter 4 mobile game? Download today. We now return to Street Fighter 2 the cartoon.
Okay, I see uploads of Street Fighter Stupidity, and like compilations of it, but I don't see any specific things from a mobile ad. So yeah, you're right, it might be lost media. Actually, some lost media that came back, I'm pretty happy about. Runaway Tourist reactivated his YouTube channel.
Oh, and at the same time, the Atman got his partnership back.
Nice. Yeah. So I had a weird problem. I had a weird thing with Runaway Tourist because he has a heart condition, and he was going in for surgery. He went in for surgery this week. He's okay now, but he did re-upload. I think like one of the things he was actually thinking was he wanted to re-upload his YouTube channel just in case he didn't make it, so a lot of that wouldn't be lost.
Huh.
So of all the things, yeah, he's okay now, so maybe it might go down again, but...
Anyways, let's get it. I kind of want to get into it. It is kind of weird that Shinzo Abe gets killed.
The same day that
not the same day, but like in a couple.
Takahashi died because Kazuki Takahashi hated the guy.
But like in a couple days later, Ken Akamatsu is a senator.
Yep. Yes. And he's gonna go, hey guys, you don't have to have sex under penalty of law. And everyone cheered.
Yeah, because if that was the case, he would have to sleep with his wife.
Yeah, oh man, can't have that.
Who looks exactly like Naru from Love Hina. One of the projects he's worked on. I shit you not, I gotta find a photo of him. It's probably on TV Tropes. Let me take a look.
See this.
But yeah, one of the first things his fucking course of action is, hey, we're gonna preserve video games because Japan sucks at it.
Yeah.
Somebody's gotta do it. It's gonna be me.
What a platform that I believe in.
Yeah,
I wish we had huge nerd politicians here.
We could.
Yeah, if we let the oldies die out.
Yes, please, because they.
I mean, yeah. Well, hey, I mean, like, hey, regardless of everybody's opinions on her, AOC actually plays Animal Crossing, so.
Huh. But yeah, Yep. Okay, there's one of the photos. Yeah, it's on his TV Tropes page. In front of him is his wife, and his wife is pretty much almost the spitting image of Naru from Love Hina.
Does he force her to have little antenna hair?
Not here, but I could kind of see where you could put it.
Oh. No, I'm just being an asshole. I'm looking at Naru, and the first thing I see is her antenna hair. I'm like, I wonder if he makes his wife like style her hair like that when they're alone. I can't get it up unless your hair is up, damn it.
Okay. This is what he tweeted apparently. The Digital Archive Society's legal system subcommittee, Digital Rights Akamatsu said, a select team of experts has been formed to start working on legal preservation of past games in a playable state. He added, the archiving and utilization of old content that is being lost is an area which I have strong passion. I want to make this a success. There we go.
Nice. That sounds great. It's like, yeah, I am all for preservation of media, and that's a very important thing, and video games especially are like a strong part of Japanese culture.
Yeah. Whether they like it or not, those old fogies.
You know what? That statement alone would have killed Abe. So it was either that. Hey, it's a good thing Kojima didn't do it, because damn, that was a clusterfuck.
What would Kojima done?
Oh no, did you not hear about that? Yeah, they talked about it on the. Yeah, they
Oh
talked about it
right.
on Cast Supermates.
Oh
Yeah,
right. He some fucking asshole journals like thought he
yeah,
was the assassin.
yeah. Because someone said, "Oh man, that assassin looks a lot like Kojima," and then they misread it and said, "The assassin is notable video game director Hideo Kojima." It's like what?
That I don't.
That'll teach him to watch the Minions movie.
Was he watching the Minions movie when this happened?
Apparently, he was watching the Minions movie and then his phone exploded, and he had to leave the movie early because he was getting calls from literally everyone.
God damn it! This is the rise of Gru. It's his origin story.
Yeah, but now Kojima's never gonna know Gru's origin story, and it's all
No.
thanks to an asshole Swedish station. Yeah, he could watch the movie elsewhere, but he'd never do that. I love Kojima's movie reviews. They're always so much fun.
Yeah, because whenever he's liked something, he'll talk about it extensively, and then when he
Yeah.
doesn't, he'll just say he saw it.
Saw Captain Marvel. I just love that.
Saw
End of
Captain
tweet.
Marvel. Yeah, end of
It's
tweet.
so... Yep.
I
I
mean,
love that.
I will admit, Hideo Kojima is working on a level, working on a dimension different from ours most of the time.
Yeah.
When I played Metal Gear Solid 2, I didn't understand what the fuck was going on in the last 45 minutes. With the whole getting phone calls from somebody pretending to be Colonel and Raiden's wife,
Damn
talking
it,
about
Zach.
how they're fucking controlling the media or whatever, controlling the flow of information. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is just like the last two
right.
episodes of Evangelion. I just
And he
want
was
to beat
right.
And then yeah, 20 years later, it's like, but at the time, people hated Raiden,
Yeah.
and
People hated the game's like, stupid message, Raiden. And then it's like, nope, he was way ahead of his time. He always knows what's coming.
2019. It's a stupid game about people like being separated from each other and not connect. This is dumb. 2020.
Oh, shit.
No,
He's
it
getting
wasn't.
faster. Oh, damn it, Zach. The killer's been rumored to be Samaru Haidaru. He can't keep getting away with this.
Sam Hyde.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
don't get
love
the joke.
that meme is so stupid, but I laugh every time. I don't even know how it started, but I love it.
So, yeah, and I'm glad that he's still in there because he is a free speech advocate. Because well, you fucking have to be because you wrote Lavina and Negima. But okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Free speech is a pretty good speech.
So yeah, okay, I'm gonna make a shonen anime. No, asshole. Lavina made us a shitload of money. Make another harem. That's all you're gonna be doing.
Fine, I'll make a harem and then slowly turn it into a shonen.
Yeah, but first he's gonna make this the most uncomfortable premise ever. What's that?
Yes.
Okay, main protagonist is a wizard. Okay, kind of like
Yep.
Harry Potter. Okay, he's a 10-year-old Welshman.
He's also a child.
Okay.
And he's also a teacher, and all of his students are in love with him. Fuck it.
And then they get magical powers. How do they get it? Well, you know, when you're a teenager, you're actually not as critical as you think you are when it comes to certain subject matter. Just saying.
I mean, I do kind of love that that like kind of the general idea of how powers work in Medaka Box is everyone's a huge chuny, and they're just making up powers, and it's kind of implied that the powers don't even exist.
That's weird.
Medaka Box is weird, but everyone's a chuny in some way. And so, like, they're basically, if you recontextualize the entire series after, like, thinking about that, like, oh shit, it's a bunch of asshole, like, edgy kids making up superpowers that they totally have, guys. God, I love Medaka Box. It's so great. But, look, Paul gets stuff. She's just, damn it, that's terrible, and I laughed.
What?
It's
Oh.
already outdated what Ifrit said. Cute Logan Paul getting assaulted with Shizo's body. Man, that's already like an outdated joke, but it's so good because, man, fuck that guy.
Man, well, yeah.
I guess
but
which one, yes.
But at the same time, I don't support assassinations of any
Same,
kind.
same.
Yeah.
I mean, oof, the Leslie and Brienne comic on Twitter had like a hot take of one of the characters going, "Could our country get some political assassinations, please?" It's like, damn.
I'm surprised not a whole lot has happened.
No, not really. Well, because remember, the guy had to build a gun because Japan has no guns. I thought that there was one gun in all of Japan and everyone had to share, and it was just his week on it, and he decided to assassinate a political leader. But no,
We
he
have
built
to.
his own. Breaking the ancient law of the only gun in all of Nippon. I want that now, where it's just like this. It's just the story of like the Masamune and like a great samurai, but it's just a gun.
I think they might have made a
Yep.
story like that.
Actually, you know what? That's Katana Gatari. That's one of the. When the swords stop being swords, one of them is just a gun.
Oh well, then I guess it could. In a way, Hobo and a Shotgun is like that too. Hobo with a
Yeah,
shotgun.
it's Excalibur, but a gun. Okay, that's the thing. I don't really like guns in stories all that much. They just feel like so impersonal and like kind of lame. But if you made like a super Excalibur gun, like the BFG or something, then I'm back on. It's like, give me a legendary gun. Yes, I know Borderlands.
More like Boring Lands.
Yeah, am I right? I don't know. I hear the new one's actually good, but oh well.
I don't care.
I don't know. I don't. I
I never
refuse to
cared
like.
about Borderlands. They
I
ruined my.
refuse to like support Gearbox. So
That too. It's so easy to not support them.
it's so easy to not support so many studios like EA. It's like, man, EA is terrible. Like, we're gonna boycott them. I'm like, I can't. I haven't bought an EA game for like 20 years. When did Brutal Legend come out? 'Cause that was the last EA game I bought.
Well, it's definitely over a decade ago.
Yeah, Brutal Legend came out in 2009, so I have not bought an EA game for 13 years.
Wow. Well, uh, I was holding that boycott rule, but then I did spend money to get fuck, what was it? Titanfall 2.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
even
and
A
then
Way Out.
they said, nah, we don't want to support Titanfall 2 because it's a good game.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they said. It's a multiplayer game, but I thought you guys want that. Okay.
Yeah. It's going like, hey guys, why don't you why don't you like multiplayer? It's like, we'll play this cool multiplayer game. We're not gonna support that multiplayer game. Play this trash.
Play this trash. Why would you want to play a cool game with giant robots and grappling hooks and the ability to just go full Attack on Titan on shit? Nah, man, you're gonna play this stupid, boring World War II shooter where we forced in crippled black people in there for diversity's sake.
I mean, I would. Okay,
Hey,
are you
look,
telling me? Are you telling me that a cool, like, scarred up black sniper in a wheelchair in World War II would be the coolest shit ever?
like in a World War II inspired story, yeah, that black guy would be cool. But
Yeah.
but the battlefield was building itself off of an actual historical event.
I'm tired of realism.
It,
Make everything Wolfenstein.
like yeah, look, I wouldn't have an issue with it if it was like a weird alternate timeline thing. If they just came on and say, yeah,
That'd be
this is
cool.
a fictional setting where
Honestly,
some
that would have made a lot of people happy.
yeah, if they just said, oh, this is in a fictional setting where technology is starting to it was started to advance faster, but
Yeah.
Hitler is still in power.
Yeah. Just fucking do that. And it's like, hey, cool, you can have this shit. It's an excuse plot, like Ace Combat. And
Yeah.
you know what? The thing is, the people who are like, I want a simulation, they are like willing to accept some dumb shit. My neighbor, of all people, he was like the most like everything needs to be real. I like realism in video games. I refuse to play things not based on reality. Played the fuck out of Ace Combat. He loved Ace Combat. He's like, yeah, the controls feel really good. I don't care how silly the storyline is. I love it. Like he knows nothing about video games. Like you ask him about Elden Ring or any popular games, like I don't know what that is. Ask him about Ace Combat, he will tell you literally everything. It's hilarious.
It's like, hey man, that story might be silly, but you're gonna fucking remember it.
You're gonna remember it, especially JPEG, dog.
It's probably why when I was a kid, Like, I get used to so many wacky things I see on television, mostly because I have been just watching nothing but wacky cartoons. But like the big one in my fucking infancy was, yeah, four humanoid turtles living in the sewers of New York City, train
Yep.
ninjutsu under a rat man
Yep.
to
Yep.
fight against his evil rival, who is backed by an evil alien overlord from
Yep.
another dimension, piloting a super fortress that looks like a golf ball with robot shit sticking out all over the place. Oh, and there's like a rhino and a warthog, and they're basically built like the Road Warriors. So yeah, and I'm going, yeah, this is great shit.
You know what I kind
Oh,
of
did I mention
realized?
that they love pizza? Yeah, that too. They love pizza.
You know what I kind of realized? I don't know of a lot of like Western modern fantasy that actually takes place in like an alternate reality where like things are just like the world is made up in a completely different way. It's always secret societies and shit, or like way in the past. It's like always like a past fantasy setting. There's very few like modern fantasy settings where like anime, like there's no American equivalent to Pokemon, I think.
No, there is, and on the subject of modern fantasy, well, there was that movie Bright, but fucking Max
Oof, but
Landis
oof,
ruined it
yeah.
because
That
he
movie was
was
also shit.
it was shit because like fucking Max Landis leaned onto that stupid escapist moron who thought orcs were an allegory for black people.
God, I hate that. It's so bad.
So it
Nobody ever thought that, and then somebody said it, and the first thing out of their mouth was, "Wow, that sounds pretty racist that you actually think that. You're the first person to ever think that orcs are analogous with black people. The fact that you think that is fucked up."
yeah,
Because
and
I've never thought that
racist.
either. Every time I think of orcs, I make them Cockney.
Warhammer.
Not no, even before Warhammer, I thought that voice fits.
Oh,
I think I saw it parodied online, and I thought, yeah, that voice. I thought that was. Oh, you know what it was? I saw orcs parodied in other things that were based on the Warhammer orcs. So orcs in my head were always Cockney, and I always attributed the super mutants in Fallout to being very similar to orcs. Also, the orcs in Warcraft.
yeah, but unfortunately, Bright leaned in on that. Like all the
Yeah.
orcs were like wearing jerseys and
Yep. Ugh.
chains, flashing gang
Yep.
signs, the most
Okay.
black stereotype shit you can
I
imagine.
want Russian cheeky breeky orcs.
Oh, that would be so good.
I want orcs in Adidas. Orcditas.
And good old tracksuits.
Okay, you know what? I want to make. I want to plan like I want to plan a D&D campaign, and I'm totally gonna have racial stereotypes for every like different like race, but it's all gonna be like racial stereotypes that haven't existed ever before. I'm gonna get creative.
Yeah, you
Fucking Cajun elves, let's go.
fuck, I'm all for it. Let's do it. Yeah, let's make
Okay,
that fantasy
hey
setting.
there, humans. How's going down on I'll buy you.
Ah, that's not Cajun enough.
So, I'm basically doing Big Daddy from. Oh, that I'm trying to do like Big Daddy from that Simpsons episode where Chief Wiggum got that cop show in
You don't
in,
read. You don't need to really heavily pronounce every word that come out your mouth, mon cher.
okay, I got kind of sound like you got a little bit of mush in your mouth. Okay, I'm seeing that a little bit.
Yeah,
How's it going, humans? We're
I
clearly superior to you because we make beautiful works of art.
but
A little bit French in a way, which makes sense.
I don't know if you ever heard of the Flash animator Floating Hands. He does play parodies of comic book stuff,
Yeah.
mostly X-Men. Yeah, his
Yeah.
his take on Gambit is pretty close to that. This is the baby
Okay.
gonna help Figaro. How down go more? Oh, it's like
Oh,
this.
man.
And she takes the baby and puts it in Rogue's face and go, "Oh, you crazy? You gonna kill baby?"
He's kind of turned into Boomhauer a little bit.
That's
Fucking
what.
the elves are all Boomhauer.
Tell you what, man, they don't round into your human beings.
They don't force out, man. Kind of go the mountain elves are down the tree elves. Don't make sense, man. Oh man, I want that so bad.
Zach Rass
God
says
I
there was an American remake of Death Note. The West doesn't handle fantasy and reality concepts on that scale. How could we create something of the inverted universe scale? I mean, you and I could.
Death Note didn't even have like no, Death Note of all things actually feels very American for the most part.
No,
I
not
think
the
Death Note.
original. Not the original.
No, I would argue the original follows the Western fantasy style of ordinary world, hidden magical world, and an ordinary human getting an ability that like makes them magical and makes them a more of a chosen. It feels more like a hero's journey than most Western, the most Eastern fantasy does. Is all I'm saying. Like the world building of the Shinigamis are all based on yokai and all that, so that's a bit different. But I feel like the initial setup of Death Note was very palpable to an American audience, and they fucked it up.
Yeah, because the director Adam Wingard would rather see teenagers fuck than tell a good
Yeah.
cat and mouse story between two hateable but pretty intelligent equals.
Actually, yeah, you know what? Like Western directors would never make a would never make a Full Metal Alchemist. And as I'm saying
God,
all
no.
of this, I realized the only
They're going
thing
to.
that
They're
comes
gonna try.
close, the only thing that well, I meant like that kind of world, but I realized the thing that comes close to this, comic books.
Well, yeah, but they'll find a way to fuck that up too.
Yeah, but in the case of comic books, here's where it gets goofy. Comic books used to not be like that, and then over time, it slowly became its own world based on like a huge amount of like past stuff. Because comic books first started off, it was like, oh, it's our world, there's a couple superheroes. But having those superheroes in it changes the landscape, and now it's basically all of them are sci-fi, with a few like fantasy worlds thrown in. But it's all sci-fi and fantasy stuff because of all these heroes having to inhabit the same universe.
Yeah, because DC ended up owning a bunch of rights and shit. I mean, they didn't create all the comics they got.
Exactly. But writing it from the beginning to be that way is pretty rare, and the only one I can really think of is Invincible. But Invincible is the case of they built a lived-in universe with a ton of characters, but it was still like aping on popular shared comic book universes that already existed. So it wasn't as original, but it's like, oh cool, you actually did write a world that has a lot of lore and backstory and a lot of other stuff going on. Even if we're not going to focus on that, it's cool to have in the background.
Yeah, but what if we focus on it, says Disney, as they make an Obi-Wan show?
Oh god, yeah. I mean, Star Wars doesn't have that. Star Wars has the problem where all the background lore is immediately ruined by tying in. It's like, well, this is what the Jedi were doing, and this is what the Sith were doing, and nothing can exist outside that vacuum, and it pisses me off. And the only time they were ever allowed to do that was the Sand People in Old Knights of the Old Republic, and that was decanonized. Because, man, the Sand People lore was interesting.
Well, it's probably for the best. They'll find some way to fuck it up.
They probably... No, the good news about it is that the Tusken Raiders were a highly advanced race, and then they got blown up by another advanced race, and they thought that they were being punished for making technology, so they forbade all technology and all forms of records, and every time they see another species comes around with advanced technology, they try to destroy it, because it's part of their culture to hate all technology, because they believed it encouraged divine wrath.
Huh.
It's actually kind of interesting.
And let me guess, I'm pretty sure Disney's told them to say something different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean
that sounds way more cool and original. Okay, it's just a race of people being paranoid. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all you gotta say, really. And it's go, oh yeah, Tusken Raiders, no, but no. Then a Jedi would come up and fix it and go like, oh, but this is what happened, and then they'll all be part of the Jedi Council. Fuck the Jedi.
Yeah. Dude, Kylo Ren was in the right when he said the Sith and the Jedi needed to die.
Yeah, he was. And that's why everyone's like, damn, first reasonable person in this entire badly written trilogy.
I know, that part, all the way up to him offering the handshake, that was the best part about The Last Jedi.
Again, if The Last Jedi just ended with them grasping hands and just cut to credits, that would have been fucking awesome.
I know. I would still be left with a bunch of questions, but I would.
But then you would have questions, and they'd then be answered in the next movie, which would probably still. No, I think it would actually suck less because they wouldn't have to undo as much.
But they would still have to find a way to undo Rey's parents and apparently Kylo Ren, for some reason, is not allowed to be the main antagonist.
Yeah, good point. Ugh.
Which fucking Ryan Johnson was. Well, here's the thing. It's so weird that J.J. Dum Dum wanted to give Kylo Ren a redemption arc. Yet 2 movies prior, he got him to kill off a legacy character so popular not even George Lucas wanted to fuck with.
Yeah, because
Like, what were you thinking?
Just let me die, man. I hate these movies. Like, no, I'm gonna keep you in all the movies forever.
Like, okay, if you're gonna kill him off, it had to be like that.
Yeah.
Could it have been something more meaningful, or I don't know.
I mean, in the comics, Chewbacca got crushed by a planet.
That was stupid. I heard about that. My friend told me about it. That's stupid.
I know.
Trust me, some expanded universe ideas were bad too. Palpatine came back there as well, and guess what?
Oh,
that
yeah.
also sucked.
Star Wars is dumb, but Star Wars. Here's the problem.
Star
that
Wars
I have.
was dumb, but it was tangible. It was still fun.
The expanded universe does dumb on the level of like Platinum games, and I want that to make it in more often. Fucking turn Star Wars into Vanquish. I don't care. That'd be awesome.
I mean, that's kind of what they were doing with these spin-offs and shit.
That's what they were doing with Star Wars Visions, the one directed by Trigger. Yeah, fuck, that's what we need. That's why Star Wars should have been in public domain, then we get a bunch of those by now. Man, fuck Disney, and they're holding on to public domain with a death grip.
Oh man, there was that fan-made Star Wars animation that looked like a frickin' 1980s Macross film. Like
it looks so.
It looked so good.
I do know that everybody's getting on the Max Fleischer Superman cartoons now because like of how insane the animation was, and still probably hasn't been topped.
Yeah, I remember watching it.
They were given such an astronomical budget.
I just remember kind of giggling though because Superman was actually always shown with a struggle.
Yeah.
And we both know this dude's power is infinite. He wouldn't struggle this hard.
There is kind of this funny thing that I love in The Boys because a Homelander, the Superman allegory in the show, is actually canonically pretty scrawny. So is the actor who plays him, and he has padding on his suit to make him look more muscular because being
just
super
like
strong,
Zachary Levi.
Yep. Yeah, he because he's super strong, he can't properly work out to get muscles.
Oh, yeah.
That's so interesting to me.
So that's why he just that's interesting.
Like I do know that there was. I mean, hey, when I watched Flashpoint and saw like that Superman that they had kept in the lab was kind of like that. He was super scrawny, but he was also strong. But that was because he was emaciated from being kept in the lab forever.
Yeah. Oh, wow. What a fucked up thing that timeline did to Superman.
Oh, that was so much fun. Man, I love Flashpoint.
Flashpoint was a very interesting story for sure.
I think they don't go far enough with it, but like the things they do are a lot of fun.
Oh, I think they went further in the comic. You actually get to see Martha Joker.
Yeah, but I wanted them to like explore that like even more. But yeah, Martha Joker's so much fun.
Oh Jesus, yeah, Thomas Wayne. He can't cut it as a moral Batman.
Yeah, because
no,
he's
pure.
Because it's kind of the idea that he has his it's the idea that Bruce was young and like still like kind of optimistic about the world, and in the case of Thomas losing his son, it's like, well, I lost my future, and it's confirmed that I believe the world is utter shit. So the thing where Batman deep down is trying to make the world a better place, Thomas is just trying to like get rid of the bad things. He doesn't care if the world becomes better. It's like, nope, it just needs to exist longer, and I need to kick everyone's ass.
Like he gets his Wayne Industries is a fucking casino market too, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's how he gets his gadgets funded in that timeline.
Yeah, he's going weird. I'm done with helping people. They don't deserve help. I'm just gonna punish the ones that have stepped out of line even harder. But like, I'm not gonna help anybody. That's stupid. Time for gambling.
Man, like even when it's confirmed that the world is going to end, freaking Batman's like, there's gonna be a lot of looters on the streets. I'm gonna have some fun.
Yup. That's it's like, oh man, I can't wait. I love that it's the apocalypse. I get to punish so many people who are just trying to shoplift and survive.
Or how about the fact that when he was interrogating Barry, it's just breaking his fingers. It's like, why did you mention my son?
They,
Who the hell are
you
you?
know, you know what? I'm thinking about like morality now because I just finished watching The Good Place. God damn, I recommend watching The Good Place. It might go on my short list of perfect TV shows.
Nice. Speaking of
Like, and
perfect,
that's yeah.
we'll let you go on and we'll swing back to
Okay.
Batman in a way.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like perfect TV shows. Gurren Lagann, BoJack Horseman.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, I'm trying to think of like some other ones I would consider like utterly perfect in every way. Uh, Again, one of my favorite anime is Katanagatari, so I kind of have to put that there. It was like a very short list. I'm trying to remember like other shows that I saw recently that were really, really damn good.
What about
Honestly, BoJack
Zombieland?
Horseman is
What about Zombieland Saga? Is this still
Zombieland Saga
perfect?
is pretty great, but it's still continuing. It doesn't have a satisfying ending, so I don't think I'm gonna add that because the thing is, when I say a show has to be perfect, it has to be like beginning, middle, end, perfect story. You don't want anything else from it. It's already given you all it can.
Well, even if there were middle things in the flaw, can it still end perfectly to the point where you're
Oh yeah,
satisfied?
yes,
Oh,
yes.
well then F is for family. Put that on the list.
Okay, okay. You know what? I need to watch that one. I've been meaning to, but it's like, yeah, if for that kind of stuff, and it's like, yeah, it's nice when that kind. It's nice when a show like that happens because it's super rare. Avatar: The Last Airbender, I'd consider perfect.
Yeah, yeah. However, I have a friend, and he has some pretty hot takes. He doesn't think he's a hot take guy, but he
Yeah.
is because he doesn't watch a whole lot of fucking movies.
Oh, yeah.
But apparently, I saw his post on Facebook, and he said that he watched both Avatar and The Legend of Korra, and for some reason, he thought the latter was better than the former.
You know what's funny? I watched Korra before Avatar.
Okay, whether you like Korra, like, I'm sorry, Avatar is still just more flawless.
Avatar is better because it's like regardless of I think Korra has a lot of strong moments in it, but the problem with Korra is that it didn't tell an overarching story because
No.
they were told they wouldn't be renewed like every single year.
It probably caused them to not flesh out certain
Exactly.
relationships and stuff. That's why the Kurosami thing was so, not because it
Yep.
was a gay relationship, but because it was such a haphazardly put together one.
Yeah, it could have been so much better, but it's like ugh.
But
Yeah,
nah,
it's like
But no, man. Parents still don't want kids to know what the gay is.
the gay. I'm looking through a list of like shows. Someone said okay, what was it? It was Show Like Surfer. Faulty Towers was the top answer. I need to finish Faulty Towers because Faulty Towers is pretty good from what I saw.
My grandfather
It's
liked
very
that show. Never seen it. Even though I'm a
yeah,
huge John Cleese fan, he's my favorite Monty
yeah,
Python member.
yeah. Ooh, somebody's talking about Chernobyl. That's on my list right now because I really want to watch Chernobyl.
Galactic Heroes, I could take your word for it, but I'm still only like 17 or 18 episodes in. It's a long fucking
Wait, what show?
epic. Legend of Galactic Heroes, the show I keep
Oh
beg.
yeah, yeah, that show's great. Were you gonna talk about anime? It's utterly perfect. That's the Armor Trooper Votom, Space Runaway, Gunbuster. Gunbuster, Gunbuster, I don't consider perfect, but I think it's better because of its flaws. That's where it gets weird.
Tekken Blade, I
Because
finally picked up on DVD. I can't find that DVD case. I don't know if they even work because it was secondhand purchase. Cause god damn it, they were out of print.
shit, Gravity Falls.
Maybe DuckTales. I don't know. I need to talk to Windsor about that one.
DuckTales kind of, I think, lasted a little too long for that. A lot of people say on The Wire. Futurama is like, I don't know. I didn't feel strongly about the, yeah, I didn't feel strongly about, like, the later episodes. I thought a lot of the humor wasn't great.
Man, you're one of those people too.
Well, for Futurama, I don't know. Since it came, I kind of stopped watching after it came back on Comedy Central. I watched like a few of the episodes, but like everything Bender said just felt like the ooh, do the Bender, yeah, yeah, like all of them. It felt like he was just like a catchphrase machine, and I'm like, I kind of liked when Bender was a character.
I don't know. I did like the episode that made fun of Saturday morning cartoons. That was a
I
really
don't think
funny
I don't
episode.
think I remember that one.
Oh,
I don't think I
dude.
saw that.
Like, the first episode was a Scooby-Doo parody. The second one was kind of a Smurfs parody. The third one was my favorite. It's a G.I. Joe parody called G.I. Zap, but it's making fun of, like, lazy, we have to post-edit this shit,
Yeah.
censor it for the network television shit.
Oh
It's
God.
basically him trying to hide all the language and violence, and it's so funny. It's like, oh man, I've been tickled. Oh!
You know what a perfect anime is? Konosuba.
Yeah, that was pretty strong. Yeah, the first two seasons at least. I haven't seen the
There's
movie
only
yet.
two. There's only two. Oh, the movie's fun. The movie's actually great. Yeah, I think the movie is fantastic. I'm just looking at. Oh shit! You know what anime I actually just remembered from that list of like mature anime I was recommending to like yeah, to Matt and Magus. I think they'd like Death Parade.
No, they won't like Death Parade. They don't care for it.
Anyone like Death Parade? Oh,
Not their type, man. They got a particular
okay.
niche market, and um,
But that opening is such a bop.
the opening is a bob, yes. But Magus,
Opens-
let's put it this way: he unironically loves Zack Snyder.
Okay. The one. Oh, okay. Has to be Darheji. No fun allowed. Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's the problem. I love comedy, and I get hit emotionally harder by comedy a lot more than I get hit by drama, because in the cases of comedy, I feel like you see the characters happy as well as when they deal with serious topics, so you see like a big spectrum of their personality, and I can relate to them more when that happens versus when someone's always serious all the time and then a sad thing happens. I'm like, I've never seen you happy anyway. Why should I be invested? But like when comedies get dark, it's like I enjoy that a lot more.
All right, keep talking. I'm gonna be chewing on something.
You gonna what on something?
Chew on something.
Okay. All right, but no, that's basically a thing. Like I've been emotionally affected by Monogatari a lot more than I've been affected by like a lot of other stuff. And Monogatari is for the most part kind of a wacky show, but it will just go like deep and actually have a pretty good like character moment where it's like, wow, I care about these characters more because I've seen them in a variety of situations where something like Clenad or something, I'm like, you're sad all the time. Why should I give a shit when you're sad again? That's again, I got in a screaming match with my friend a little bit ago because I utterly hate A Silent Voice. I think A Silent Voice is a bad movie, and everyone goes like, it was so emotionally strong. I'm like, there's not a single moment of those characters being happy. They're all a mess, and I hate them all, and they're all shallow. It's like, that's the point, they're teenagers. Is like, I've seen teenagers be better than this. You can't just, when someone's badly written and shallow, and like and the movie like screams at me to cry over them, I don't have a reason to. And you saying them being shallow is the point does not help that. So that was the argument we had. I'm talking about the Monogatari is a long-running series that has. Let's see the things. Monogatari release order. Monogatari release order.
Bakamonogatari, Nisa Monogatari,
Yeah. Oh, you found it.
Ore Mono. No,
Oh,
I'm going off of the top of
remembering.
my fucking my head. Yeah, because
Bakemonogatari. Okay, here we
I
go.
have a steel trap memory.
Bakemonogatari. Yeah, Bakemonogatari, Nisa Monogatari, Neko Monogatari, Kuro Monogatari second season, Hana Monogatari, Yasukina Monogatari, Owari Monogatari, Kiyomi Monogatari, Uware Monogatari part 2, and then Zuko Ana Monogatari, Yawari Monogatari is the newest one. And they're all great because especially oh really Castlevania on Netflix? I love Castlevania on Netflix. I'm excited for whatever they're continuing. But no, yeah, I was talking about Silent Voice, and Silent Voice is like sadness the movie, but I can't care about it because everyone's sad all the time. Why should I give a shit? But then something like Your Name, I'm like, yeah, that got me pretty emotionally because it was like kind of wacky, pretty lighthearted, and then it's like the stakes are super personal and they're actually kind of
Once the
small.
twist gets dropped, yeah.
I love that twist. It's so
Now,
good.
Now, the reason why I like both School Days and Higurashi, which are both
Yeah.
tragedies, is because you
Yeah.
actually do get to see these characters
Yeah.
not be
Yeah.
sad. They're either happy or just average peach bowl, whatever. Makoto Ito
That's why
was
Higurashi
not.
is so effective.
Makoto Ito was not a sleazy, misogynistic man slut. He just kind of became one after he got bored in
Flanderization.
his. Yeah, no.
Oh.
That's part of his character arc. He
Oh,
dates a
okay.
woman he thought he had a crush on, bangs his childhood friend behind her back, doesn't break up with her, kind of drives her emotionally through the fucking ground. TLDR, um, main character gets brutally stabbed to death by childhood friend because childhood friend thought she pregnant, and then Makoto wanted him to go visit a doctor to see if they could get that baby aborted. So yeah, gets stabbed to
Oh.
death. Other girlfriend I mentioned at the beginning of the show sees his dead body, mentally
You're talking
snaps.
about School Days.
Yeah,
So, okay, it took me a second.
cuts his fucking head off and decides to. Well, she murders Sekai first. Yeah, whatever. It was actually an effective ending.
Yeah.
It's
It's
actually
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Nice
Okay.
boat.
Yeah, everyone's
okay.
dead and this sad music's playing, but yeah, it's a lot of fun.
You know what? I have some other anime to recommend them. Phantom Requiem for the Phantom. I didn't think was very good, but they would probably like it because it is dark and it is serious all the time. Black Lagoon and Yermungandr. Maybe it's Jormungand. Yeah,
No, it's
Jormungand and
pronounced.
Black Lagoon
No, you're
are like
right.
sister series.
You're right. It's pronounced Yormagand.
Jormungand, yeah.
Yeah.
Which, again, they're both very similar. It's about crime families. Also, 31 Days they would really like, because 31 Days is about the mafia.
Well, like I said, I don't know, man. Do they have giant
Yeah.
robots on there? No, Matt doesn't give a fuck.
No, they don't. Damn it, I was just thinking about, like, serious, like, crime drama stuff, because I haven't watched a lot of mecha stuff.
Well, anyways, let's get back to Batman. This
Yeah,
week
because Batman vs. TMNT.
Yeah, I saw Batman vs. TMNT after I got the COVID test.
Yep.
And I'll give you the short version.
Yeah.
Yo, that movie's fucking perfect. It's
Yo,
probably
okay.
my second favorite TMNT film after the live action.
God damn. Okay, that's high praise.
They did everything right with the Turtles. Batman, of course, you can't fuck that up.
Well, you can, but they didn't.
Troy Baker is both Batman and Joker in this, and he's great at both. Actually,
that's surprising.
Yeah, his Batman is actually very, very, very close to
I do know he was playing the Joker for a bit, but yeah, this is the first time I've heard of him being Batman.
But yeah, he was really good at it. The pace is pretty breakneck. Despite the title, they only had like one fight scene.
I wish the crossovers would stop lying about that.
Well, at the same time, I don't want to see that. I'd rather see them team up against a pair of other villains.
Yeah, it's called Batman and Turtles.
Yeah, they could. Well, I don't know. I guess slapping a versus on there makes more money.
It's so weird. I mean, actually, very rarely is there ever a case where, like, two characters will battle it out. Freddy vs. Jason actually battled it out, Alien vs. Predator, and then it's like everything else, like, oh, they teamed up at the end.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It was a misunderstanding. I want to see them actually have a slugfest.
Well, they do, like I said, they do have one slugfest and Batman wins, but...
Yeah, yep, because he's Batman. He had prep time in his universe.
Yeah, well, if it makes the Turtle fans feel any better, Donatello was able to fucking find his Batcave very quickly.
Okay, you know what? Actually, I feel like now are they hanging out in Gotham, or is Batman in New York?
No, the story takes place in Gotham. The Turtles are going to Gotham. The plot is...
I wanted to see Batman go to Turtles, New York, and have to deal with Krang and not know what the hell he's looking at.
I want there to be a sequel like that, But
That would
it's
be immediately a comedy, like Batman stuck in like Saturday morning cartoon New York.
oh no, these versions of the Turtles are more serious in
Oh,
nature.
okay,
They're
okay,
they're
okay,
more in
more basic.
yeah, they're more in line with their Mirage slash
Yeah,
IDW interpretations. So
that's not cool. That's not
so
cool. It's fun.
yeah, it's Shredder and Ra's al Ghul who they have to face. Pretty
That's a
interesting team up.
that's a team up that makes a lot of sense to me because they're both martial arts people.
So the plan is Ra's al Ghul wants to destroy Gotham, and this
Yeah,
plan requires Shredder's help creating
yeah.
a mutagen dispersal. So they needed to steal some technology throughout Gotham City. And that's where the Turtles come in. They stop the Foot Clan from doing it.
Yep.
But simultaneously, because it takes place in Gotham City, this, of course, gets on Batman's radar, as well as Batgirl's, because the scene opens with her at Powers Labs, and then she
Yeah.
kind of quickly witnesses the Foot Clan attack being interrupted by the Turtles. But yeah, Damian Wayne is also in there, and
Oh, okay.
he's not insufferable in this, shockingly enough.
Yeah,
There's actually
okay,
some
that's
good.
shocking. Because
Yep.
usually Damien's the absolute worst in all cases.
Him and Michelangelo actually get
Although,
along later on.
yeah, although Damien in the Harley Quinn cartoon was like played up to be the most annoying little shit, and I liked that.
Yeah, and he was a punk kid who got his ass trounced,
Yep.
so
Yep.
it's fun to see that.
And I'm excited to see what the hell they're doing for the new season of Harley Quinn. That show was fun.
Yeah, it's. I wonder
I,
what other obscure
on,
losers we're gonna find.
oh god, that's the thing I like. Yeah, but that show has an oddly high body count now, so they killed off a lot of mainstays.
Yeah, this might be the final season.
I mean,
The
it's kind of hard to continue when like you're killing off when you're like killing off yeah, Mr. Freeze and the Penguin. I think Riddler was killed. No, no,
not
I think
Riddler.
Riddler's still alive. Riddler
No.
wasn't. Yeah, because he was beefy the last season. I love Swole
Scarecrow.
Riddler.
Scarecrow
Scarecrow
was
got
the one.
killed.
Yeah. Joker's reformed. Now he's a suburban house
That's
dad.
fine. That's fine. I've had enough Joker in all media that I love that they're focusing on jobbers. Condiment King is dead, and he's like their favorite jobber.
But speaking of, there is a part in the film where they have to go into Arkham Asylum,
Oh, okay.
which is now filled with yeah, the inmates are once again running the asylum,
Every time.
except this time the inmates got a little sprinkle of the ooze.
Oh, that's
So yeah,
okay.
now
So
they got
it's
mutagen powered. They got mutagen
it's the
powered.
Titan plotline from Arkham.
Yeah, except it's a Ninja Turtles beat 'em up stage.
Yep. Man, so oh yeah, the Jojimon. No, Harley Quinn's been popular since the animated series. People love her.
That version of Harley Quinn is kind of an idiot,
Oh,
but
oh,
I
yeah,
like her.
no, yeah, Shark King's the main character. He ain't going anywhere in Harley Quinn.
No,
Yeah, King Shark is all. Yeah, he's one of the mainstays.
and fans like him too much for
Yeah,
to,
yeah, he's
to,
great.
to
Fans like King Shark in every single appearance. He's always great.
I also want to keep Clayface around because he's just
Oh,
so.
you gotta have Clayface is so much fun. I wish more people would play Clay. I wish they would play Clayface like that more often. Like being like a camp theater guy. Like no, straight up, he would be a grown-up theater kid. I love theater kid Clayface. Damn it! Why am I recommending Gotham High now? I want Gotham High to happen so I can see Clayface be a theater kid, and it'll be really cringy and doing TikTok dances on stage and getting bullied by Bane, the quarterback.
Damn. So yeah, Harley Quinn had the weirdest design out of all of them.
Okay.
It's supposed to be a hyena, I think, but
That makes sense.
But like
Give her that Knoll makeover.
yeah, but her fur looks very Labrador Retriever-ish.
So let me see this.
Oh yeah, so yeah, just
I'm looking it up. Oh
um
my!
yeah
Oh, that is weird.
yeah
Oh,
the
somebody was horny.
yeah the
I've
furry
seen a
was the
few
running
spots. I
design.
see the shot of her tied up with her tail being like shown off a lot. Goddamn, somebody was horny. I like weird rat Joker who looks like a weird. Oh, he's a snake.
No, he's a snake.
I saw the hood and I thought it was ears. Okay, yeah, he's
Two-Face is
Primal
a
Bane looks fucking awesome. Tiger
Two-Face.
Bane.
Two-Face is a
Tiger
yacht.
Bane.
You should see Two-Face.
Okay, let's see.
Wait a minute.
Two-Face too much.
You see it?
It's not ready for cat dog.
Oh no, it's actually a Giannis cat, which apparently those are real.
What the fuck?
Yeah, apparently there are two-faced cats known as Giannis cats.
Feel it. What the fuck? Why the hell is that a thing?
Mr. Freeze is obviously a polar bear.
Yeah, that makes sense. They're just finding out their personas.
But Poison Ivy. Oh god.
Okay, let's see this shit. You know what? I would say that Hyena Harley Quinn is kind of reminding me of the Alice in Wonderland boss from Persona Strikers. Oddly good game that I need to finish, but damn, that boss was some fetish fuel. She was a giant, like a giantess busty rabbit girl.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I
like
could totally
monster.
see Hyena Harley as a Playmate's toy.
Yeah.
I could totally
I
see
missed
that.
those days. Oh, she looks. Poison Ivy looks kind of cool.
Yeah, but she's a jobber because her
Yeah.
downside is because now that she's a plant monster, she's rooted to the ground. So she was trying to grab onto Damien and Michelangelo, but she couldn't reach. And she's like, "Get here, let me eat you."
That sucks.
And then they just hug the wall and get out of the way. Oh, but Bane got it worse. See.
Oh, okay. So a Yandis cat is not like a breed; it's like a deformity. So it's like a kind. Yeah, it's like I think it's one of chimera cats. Yeah. So I get it.
Still.
Yeah.
It's cute, but also sad and disturbing at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny, and of course, Two-Face. I think he's also voiced by Troy Baker as well. I think everyone that Troy Baker has voiced in the past voices him in that movie.
I want to see just an a cartoon. Actually, you know what? No, that they kind of did this with that voice actor episode. Yeah, Batman short, where Mark Hamill gets kidnapped by the Joker and the Trickster, and then they're saved by something.
And Mark Hamill's ventriloquisting these two at each other's throats.
Into fight, it's like now you might not know this, but but in addition to being an accomplished actor, I'm also a voice actor. Then the Joker, what the hell's a voice actor?
But dude, Bane, he was fighting against Donatello, and he was doing this big boast. Is like, did they not? Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Like the way Batman describes everything to the turtles, he's like, it's possible that everyone else in the asylum has been infected with the mutagen as well. We'll split up. Now, listen, guys. Even before they were mutated, these are the most dangerous, ruthless criminals of all of Arkham. So you better be on your guard. And then Michelangelo's like, oh, I was expecting some sort of pep talk. And Damien's like, that was the pep talk. But anyways, Donatello fights Bane. Bane was whooping him, and Bane's like, did they not tell you about me, reptile? I am the one who broke the bat! And he was going for his signature bat breaker. Here's a fun fact about turtle shells. They're really hard.
Yeah. So, if Batman was Turtle Man, he wouldn't have had his back broken.
So Bane fucking
Wait a minute, does that mean the turtle guy from Master of Disguise solos Bane?
He can solo Bane probably.
He's Bane's counter pick.
Bane goes for the Batbreaker, completely destroys his knee.
turtle, and then he just pins him. Man, I've said this many times, but it never ceases to amaze me. that Dana Carvey watched 9/11 happen while he was in that turtle suit?
Oh my god!
Yeah, that scene was shot on 9/11, and they took a break from filming halfway through to watch the news footage, and then they had a discussion if they should stop for the day, and they go like, no, we need to carry on. We can't let this affect our lives. All while in the fucking Turtle Club outfit. That movie is a fever dream, and I'm so happy that happened, because holy shit.
Oh yeah, it's so important that we get this movie.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
The Master of Disguise.
Yeah. No, look it up, it's true. He was in the turtle suit when he saw 9/11 happen.
I don't think I want to see that, man. That movie is so terrible.
Oh, it's so bad. Oh no, don't look it up. Just know about the Turtle Club scene. That's all you need. That movie is so bad. I couldn't even get a good performance out of Brett Spiner, and I love Brett Spiner.
God, no. Instead, why don't he just laugh and fart all day?
Yep.
Literally.
That was it. That was his character.
Alright, so...
Yeah. And turtles. So Bane in the backbreaker and hurting his knee on the turtle shell.
Yeah, so he went out like a bitch. It's just Poison Ivy and
funny.
Bay. Everyone else was alright. Mr. Freeze. I already mentioned Two-Face. Oh yeah, Scarecrow. Scarecrow got to do Scarecrow things to Leonardo.
Nice.
That was cool. And then, of course, there was another big action sequence with there was a vehicular chase scene towards Ace Chemicals, and they whip out the turtle van. And what they did was pretty clever. Yeah. So the original toy can shoot pizzas, right?
Yeah.
So in the show, they don't shoot pizzas. What they do shoot instead, though, is like sewer manholes that they just painted a pizza pattern on top of.
I love that it's somebody's job to paint pizzas on them just so it fits their theming.
And of course
it's like, hey Mikey, it's your turn to paint pizzas on them. Oh right, it's my favorite job.
And then, of course, you get a big old fight. You get to see Ra's al Ghul versus Leonardo. You get to see Batman versus Shredder round 2, and it was just as epic. Damian wanted to fight Baxter Stockman, but he's a cowardly bitch fly with a Ned Flanders mustache. Yeah, he has a Ned Flanders mustache in this.
On the end of his fly face. It's so terrible. Why does that make it worse? It's like, okay, it's like that art I sent you of that horrible grown-up Tails that Ken Penders drew, and when he was asked in a comment, it's like, wait, how does his facial hair work? Is it like another set of hair follicles on his like already furry muzzle, or did his muzzle like lose coloring in that particular spot, make it look like a goatee? And Ken just says like, oh well, his Tails is an alien and not a fox, so I imagine that like a hard carapace or something. I'm like, what the fuck?
You know, it makes more sense just to agree with the latter.
Yeah, just say, oh no, he just has like he just has a bit of like discoloration on his muzzle. It's like that works. It looks hideous, but it fits. I mean, but nope, he has a hard carapace. And he said, like, oh, his face isn't even fur. It's like, then what is it? That's terrifying, Ken. Why are you such a fucking weirdo?
Oh, that's weird. The CG artists behind the live-action film say otherwise.
Oh, that's supposed to be about Tails? Or
yeah, Tails' face. It's also, yes, it is fur. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, but he thinks he's the end-all, be-all on Sonic lore because he wrote the shitty Archie comics.
Yeah, you told me about him. I was like, but I'm like, well, what makes him so train wreck bad? Like, because come on, man, if it's the Sonic fan base, you can't just be little cringy. You have to go.
You know what? That's a
in.
good point.
Think about it. Spax 3, Chris and Rest and Chandler.
Yep.
Richard Kuda.
So yeah, removed a lot of characters from the Okay. Worked for Archie Comics, and US Sonic Comics, made a few good things that he started to try and take the spirit of the comics away from Sonic and like writing his own stuff. He got canned, and then he tried to keep creative control over it, like whereas the rights were usually kept under Archie or Sega. So basically he was suing by saying like, I own every version of the character I wrote, and if anything made it into the games from the comics, like then I officially own that, and I should have creative control over all of Sonic. He's very possessive of a property he doesn't have that he only believes he has because he wrote a lot of stuff that just kind of became referenced over time.
Yeah, that totally sounds like
He's
a
more of an
Sonic
asshole.
fan. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a delusional asshole who also like writes a lot of fetishes into his comics, because of course he would.
Oh man, it's probably not even the fun ones.
Nope, never is.
Never.
It's always like specific things.
No, it's always those specific things. Always those specific things. Man, we're boring people. Well, okay, I guess now's a good time to take a question or two or something. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm just vibing. Ken Pender's pendering. It's pendering.
This is a pendering portion.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, I mumbled my. I was reading that sentence. I just mumbled it. I mumbled the last words. Fuck you. I want to have a chill stream. Okay, I want to be lazy.
Yeah,
Ken Penders is a pendering dipshit, says JoJo Man.
Good enough. That sounds chill.
It's like,
so I like
professionalism, please.
Nope.
Speaking of professionalism, God, I feel like an asshole and a failure as a fan.
Yeah.
Because apparently Jim Cornette was. First off, are you familiar with a channel called MeTV?
No, I'm not.
It's basically a channel. It's a throwback. It's a retro throwback channel. You know, the TV lands, the Nick and Nights. You know, that shows the old shows like Addams Family and stuff.
Yeah, those are nice. Always nice.
Well, there's a guy named I think he's pronounced Svengoolie, and he like hosts a show or whatever. But he was advertising a Don Knotts classic film that I've heard plenty of times is good. I still need to see it. It's called Ghost of Mr. Chicken.
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah, Jim Cornette has talked about it. He says like one of his all-time favorite films. Go and see it. I think he made an appearance during one of the commercial breaks on the Svengoolie show, because somebody in the Facebook page actually posted a photo of him and Svengoolie together from their television, implying that that's kind of why he convinced his fan base to go check it out. Well, then it's a good comedy. You know what I mean? And I missed out on all that, and I feel bad.
Yeah.
Soiled it.
Soiled it. No, I'm just looking over like some recent stuff.
Actually, Leatherhead versus Killer Croc would be cool. They didn't use Killer Croc. Yes. And here's the thing. There is a post-credit.
Killer Croc turns normal.
Oh, that would be funny. There is a post-credit stinger. I don't think it's going to lead to anything. If it does lead to something cool, because they did something a little weird here, but basically, Shredder fell into the chemicals.
Oh boy, Super Shredder.
No. He fell into Ace chemicals.
Ace Shredder?
No, the same chemicals that made the Joker.
Oh, that. Okay, that's...
Yeah.
I mean, all that did was make him crazy. It didn't give him powers, so he's probably less effective than Super Shredder.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Never underestimate somebody who's been smoking too much Joker joints.
I need to watch that movie RRR because apparently Sam Raimi just watched it and James Gunn responded and said, "Yo, I watched it because of you. This movie's awesome." Which is that crazy Bollywood movie.
It's on Netflix?
Yeah, it's the one on Netflix. I guess a lot of like high priority directors are watching it now, so I can't wait to see how it like affects their filmmaking.
Oh, that's James Gunn, and who was the other guy advertising it?
Sam Raimi.
Those are two directors I really like. We might as well listen.
Exactly. Well, hey, I mean, like the people I trust the most, Pat and Wooly also said it was amazing. So.
I just want to see how politically incorrect the British are depicted, because I was told they were depicting over the top
like
evil.
So evil, and they just got a bunch of Irish actors to play them. Because fuck it, the Irish go, I get to play an asshole Englishman. Fucking sign me up. Oh, sign me up. That sounds like a jolly good time.
Actually, Jojo Mon, the fans wanted to call the Joker Shredder the Shredder who laughs.
God damn it.
That's a pretty good one. I like that.
Yeah. The Smirker!
Yeah, the Smiler.
The Smile. It's hard to get, like, the shred sound.
Does anybody want to see me stream something?
Yeah, whatever works. I need to use the restroom.
Dang.
Keep him warmed up for
I'm gonna put some. Yeah. Let's do a small round of the fighting collection. Okay, it's a little too loud. Still can't believe there were like. Capcom Fighting Collection. It's really good.
Okay, man, you just kind of. I can't believe there was, and then you just kind of paused.
The fact that there was a Vampire Hunter and Savior too. And
yeah,
apparently,
that's why it's confusing as hell.
Let's see. What about Hunter? What does Hunter 2 have? I wonder if it actually has what I'm looking for. Because I know there was like a weird. There was a weird artsy fartsy like character that was in this game that was a head swap of Dimitri named D, and it's supposed to be like a vampire fully vampired Donovan or something. But I think that
fun, but
I think that's PS2 console.
I love Dimitri. Man, Dimitri's the best, and I want a new Darkstalkers just because I want to see Midnight Bliss in HD.
Man.
And again, like I said, the way you could do Midnight Bliss and like save money would be to like cut to like high res like renders of the characters with like a tasteful camera angle, like zooming up on them, and it'll be like a gender bend version of them, like it'll be a Dakimakura photo. And then it just it'll be a Dakimakura photo, then it'll be like a jump scare that cuts to them like being drained of blood, and then it'll burst into flames. That'll be the end of his special. Just like make it like a 2D render, and I think it'd actually look pretty good, and they wouldn't have to make a 3D model of all of them, which would be a ton of work.
Yeah, that's really the problem, is that you have to create a new 3D model. That's why you don't see a whole lot of unique.
Yeah, you look like unique transformation specials.
Or arts.
But like I said, if you just do an artwork special that has like just a unique piece of like 2D art from them, then I think that would probably be a pretty good compromise and look pretty damn good if you do it right. Again, I am always a fan of I'm always a fan of games reusing assets and trying to find weird money-saving techniques, because some of them are so interesting and creative.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. They are very creative, very interesting. What else happened? Okay, I know we talked about... Oh yeah, I have yet to watch Vinland Saga. Hang on.
Oh yeah, that is on Netflix right now, and apparently the next season's coming out soon, so I might as well binge that. Because why not? I'm interested. I also need to finish Spy X Family. And also need to finish Love After World Domination, like the only anime I was watching right now. Oh, but actually, you know what I spent my time doing this week? I was grinding in Monster Hunter to get all the stuff I needed to unlock Sunbreak. Unlocked Sunbreak, and then I go there and I'm like, well shit. I used all of the items that are like decent, but not Yeah, it's like I usually have members of, like they're decent to get me up to this level, but they're not like as good as what I ended the game with. So now I'm at the point where I'm just grinding, trying to get end game weapons because I got to the DLC. I'm like, well, damn it, I don't want to get stuck in the DLC using shitty weapons. Though the DLC will probably start me over. So who even?
Oh
knows?
no, not free LC.
Wait, what?
I'm just making jokes. I
Oh
thought
yeah,
you
it's free.
not free
Yep.
LC.
It's not free LC. I did pay for it, so.
Oh.
Which Dark Souls came back and put on Penny Stocking came back. I saw a piece of artwork that I loved because it was Panty dressed as Juliet from Lollipop Chainsaw, like going through and fighting zombies with a chainsaw. I'm like, wow, that was relevant in 2012 when it was made, and also relevant now, and was completely irrelevant for every other point of its existence.
Pretty much.
It's like, but it's crazy because that was the thing they did mention. I keep saying yeah, but they did mention that the new that a Lollipop Chainsaw remake is going to happen. They were going to make a complete complete remaster, but they lost a lot of the licensed music and couldn't get it back. So now they're saying they're making a remake and trying to keep the spirit as quickly as possible, but they're gonna probably add more stuff to make up for the music. I'm assuming they're gonna probably get other licensed tracks, which would be interesting. But I guess the original licensed tracks like come to a lot of that game's identity.
Yeah, that's the problem
Because
that game had a really good soundtrack.
It did have a really good soundtrack. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind, hey Mickey. I've never been so hyped to hear that song as I was in Lollipop Chainsaw. When it was the absolute best whenever you got the upgrade and it starts playing Oh Mickey, You're So Fine as you're invincible and rainbows are shooting everywhere. God damn, that game is oddly mediocre, but so much fun. And so iconic. So much of that game is just iconic.
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 I haven't finished it, unfortunately.
Wait, what?
I haven't finished it, unfortunately.
Finished what, Lollipop Chainsaw?
Yeah.
Game's like 5 hours long.
Not really. It's actually longer, dude. Each stage was over an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I remember it was a pretty short game.
I mean, short equals 10 hours, but I don't think that's short anymore.
I think I'm gonna have to make a.
No, that's like the average. That was
out.
the average length of a game back then, dude.
No. I meant I think I'm gonna have to check and see how long Lollipop Chainsaw was on how long to beat. It's been a while, but I remember I had this one friend who was being like a dick and be like, "Oh, that game's so short. Why did you play it?" I don't know. I had fun with it. I think it's pretty memorable. But he was one of those people who was like, if a game was in HD, he was furious at its existence.
Wait.
Because he was just a huge Nintendo fanboy.
Oh.
I had to block him on like every form of social media because I was so sick of all of his shit. Like,
Yeah.
he was the most fanboy. Like every time there was anything that like he was You know what game he bought a day one and kept arguing was like one of the best games of the decade was Devil's Third.
Okay,
because it was a Nintendo exclusive. He's going like, man, no, like I don't think that Sony or Microsoft are going to recover from this. It's like now Nintendo has a mature action game. It's like, what are you talking about? This game is awful, and it's on the Wii U, and it plays so badly on the Wii U.
Like,
I'd say that game could have been good, but it couldn't have. That game was so bad.
like, wow, the amount of delusion.
Oh, he was...
And copium.
Yep, I was just gonna say, he OD'd on copium years ago. I saw Lollipop Chainsaw. No, Lollipop Chainsaw is beloved. You haven't been to conventions. Every convention you go to, there's always a Juliet.
Yeah, Juliet, voiced
Most
by Tara
popular.
Strong.
Yep.
Voiced by Tara Strong, dresses in purple, kind of looks like Harley Quinn. Coincidence? I don't think so.
I do remember everybody hated her sisters. Which, fair, they were kind of annoying. Well, no, her younger sister was pretty awful. Her older sister was kind of a cool badass. I loved all of the edits that just put Juliet's voice over Twilight Sparkle.
I like the edits where they put Princess Clara's voice over Twilight Sparkle.
Those are even more better because she was a princess by the end of it.
Tell me what the lamp is, you lying sack of shit.
Staring at Spike. There. Oh, you know what? I don't know. I remember I did show it to my friend who was never into My Little Pony. So I was talking about, like, yo, you know what? It was a really good abridged series. Yeah, My Little Pony, Friendship is Witchcraft. It's I never see. It's like, I'll show you one of them. I showed an episode, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna pick the one I know is the funniest, and it was the final. It was one of the last ones they did, which was the wedding episode, and it had a joke that just had him dying laughing. Yeah, it was my old black roommate. And so there's this one part where they go to the royal city that's run by Celestia, and they go like, it's such a good lesson for the children that all ponies, white and black, are all subservient to our are all equally inferior to our white demigod. And he just lost his shit and laughed for like 20 minutes straight.
Bro.
There was a long running joke like that. Oh man, it was. Oh, so much fun, especially because they made their own original music. And original animations, which is way too much work for an abridged series to have. But those original songs were good. That got that fandom through some rough times.
Sure did. Sure did.
Take me back to Brony fandom circa, like, 2011.
I don't know, man. It still had its cringy moments I don't want to go back to.
But I think that was the moment where it was the perfect culmination of genuine enjoyment and ironic enjoyment that like kind of worked together. And the best example of that I've ever seen was the guy doing that physics presentation but he was basing it all on My Little Pony, and he kept saying like, well, in order for this reaction to be possible, this pony would have to be comprised of dark matter. And he was like straight faced the whole time. And he's going like, so I've watched a show for little girls called My Little Pony, and you might be asking, why? And it's like, well, I made a list. And he goes through the PowerPoint slides. It's awesome. Different font. It's awesome. It's awesome. It goes to like 4 different fonts. It's awesome. And what's the last one? And somebody raises their hand and goes, it's awesome. She's like, no, the animation is great. That's what you shouldn't assume things on my list. And that was like the best presentation. And then the Brony fandom kind of died when somebody tried to recreate that presentation, and they had none of the charm or wit that guy had, and it was the worst thing ever.
Oh man, that sounds awful. Actually, the failed imitators.
Yep, and it was just a thing where he just put My Little Pony things into a slide of his actual discussion, and didn't like make jokes about it or like base the subject around the ponies at all. He just like shoved My Little Pony into an unrelated subject. And then at one point somebody was asking like, why are you recording this? And he just got like smug about it and tried to make a joke but came off like an asshole. He's going like, because I felt like it, alright? It's like, what the hell? Again, like complete.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the worst example. Yep, thank you, JoJo. Pokemon was a vampire. I mean, Pokemon was in everything. Oh. So who's your favorite Darkstalker's waifu?
I don't know. I think it was it's either it was either Felicia or Shenko.
Mine's definitely Hashenko. I'm a big fan. Love the Chinese hopping vampires. So cute.
Yep.
Damn, I still gotta play this game. I did download it. I just haven't touched my PlayStation in forever because I'm playing everything on PC. I did make it, like I said, to Sunbreak, but I'm trying to get like better weapons and get myself off the Defender item teat. Or at least get some better armor, because man, a particular Valstrex killed me in 2 hits. Zombie Girl or Morrigan? I'm a fan of zombies. Morrigan's a safe pick, and I like her because she's Celtic, but Zombie Girl... Well, I mean, she's not a zombie, she's a vampire. Let me look at these girls and, Wow. No, fuck it. The best Darkstalkers girl is Midnight Bliss Felicia. Ooh, no, Midnight Bliss Jetta. Goddamn Jetta. Let's see what I'm just looking at the cast right now of Darkstalkers. Oh no, the TV show.
Oh no.
The cartoon and not the anime.
Not.
Hey, did you? I don't know how to handle Victor and his giant ass. Every time, like, I saw this one special, I don't know who was doing it, but like this one girl popped up and like a stage came around, and then Victor started shaking his ass like crazy, and then took damage and died. It's like, what? Like he had, yeah, I was not ready for Frankenstein twerking.
Yeah, I don't remember the details on that one specifically either. What's going on?
It's such a weird one.
God, what else happened in news or gaming?
In the news or Gamin, let's see what else I did. Again, I did get my new phone because remember my old one fell into a river, which fucking sucked. But I got my new phone, and it's the same as my old phone, but it doesn't have a case, and I keep dropping it because it doesn't have a case, because it's really slippery, and people don't design phones these days to not have cases.
Or grips.
Yeah, that's true. It has no grip. So I need to go buy a phone case tomorrow, probably. I would have bought one yesterday or today, but I was very lazy, and I bought an air filter instead for my house when I went out shopping. Frankentwerk. Oh no, Frankentwerk. Not ready for that. The world was not ready for the Frankentwerk. How could one be? That level of power. Riot Games made it. Oh yeah, Riot is working on that like fighting game, which like, ugh, I don't want them to.
You don't want them to do anything?
I don't like Riot being successfk. Like seriously, it kind of proves that for what everyone says about like we should. It's like I don't want. I think people who only play Japanese games are ironically like better at like boycotting shitty companies than people who claim to boycott shitty companies, because they're the ones who play dumb shit like League of Legends and support Riot Games that has the amazing farting CEO. Fuck that guy.
It's so easy to just not do it.
Yeah. I refuse to play games all the time. Once again, it's like, cause everybody I know who plays like League of Legends is like talks about how awful it is usually, and it's like, why don't you stop playing?
No, I mean, why did you come back to it?
Yeah, why do you keep coming back to it? It's terrible. If game bad, then why play?
If game bad, then you feel bad.
Yeah, when game bad, you feel bad. I don't want to feel bad.
Alright. Well, I can't think of anything to play currently right now because I still don't even have a deck constructed in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh no, yeah. I mean, like I said, if you complete like the tutorial and save your gems, you can craft a rare card from Dino Wrestler. And once you make a Dino Wrestler, you unlock the pack and then just dump a few gems into that pack, and you'll probably have like a playable deck from that. Because Dino Wrestler also gets Goki, which you like both of them, because Dino Wrestlers are literal dinosaurs that wrestle, and Goki are luchadors like named after attacks. So like Goki Suprex, Goki Twist Cobra.
Goki
it's
Camel
all like
Clutch.
Weird. Yeah, unfortunately, I love Goki Camel Clutch. It would probably fit their theming because a few of them have animal themes.
Actually, speaking of wrestling, I did start listening to the audiobook version. There's a physical. I finally Blood and Fire finally made a release.
Oh yeah,
Audible.
You were talking about.
And it's a biography on Eddie Farhad, aka the Sheik of Araby,
Yep.
who was
Original
like
Sheik.
who was like one of wrestling's craziest figures.
Yep.
And in real life, he served in the military service.
What a badass.
So if it ever came out that he was a soldier who fought for his country, the image that he's trying to put up of being a crazy
Yeah.
Middle Eastern maniac would
Yeah,
just be
exactly.
ruined.
Yep. He tried so hard for that image too. He nailed it. Oh, I
Yeah,
love
he
when
did
I
to the
love when that
point
kind
where
of stuff happens.
yeah, he did to the point where Brian Sullivan, the author of the book, really had to he really had to find it. He had to do his homework.
Yep.
Yeah. Ah, man, I don't know what else we got. I gotta check the news.
In the news.
News. Ba, 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 ba.
I mean, I did show Al that Church Play Cinematic Universe video.
Oh yeah.
That video's amazing. Oh yeah, so Joe Jaman, the CEO of Riot Games, is like a huge asshole who just like would fart in people's faces and think it's the funniest thing in the world, and like they kept protecting him, and like a bunch of complaints came in for him, and they never did anything because he's the CEO and they couldn't. And it's like, oh man, guys,
It's fucked.
okay,
No, I'm just like fathoming like,
yeah,
oh, what are you gonna do? But he keeps farting on us.
yeah.
It stinks.
It stinks. It stinks. Yes, Mr. Sherman, everything stinks.
Oh, fuck off, Star Citizen. You're a scam artist. Apparently, they're raising money for Extra Life charity. Fuck off.
Wait, who?
The developers of Star Citizen. You know, that
Oh
fucking
yeah, but look at there's such scams. Oh
multiverses game
yeah,
open beta.
that melee story was great. Hungry Box vomiting blood all over people.
Hmm.
I'm just looking at the
Dead
yeah, I
by
was looking.
Daylight's gonna have an Attack on Titan crossover, apparently.
I did see that. My friends were talking to me about that because I actually did play Dead by Daylight for the first time recently.
Yeah, how's that gonna work? What the fuck?
I don't know. I'm going to assume that it's going to like be a. I think the Titan's probably not going to work like a traditional killer and sort of like show up like on the like inside of things or something. Because like I mean the way it showed that is like somebody opened up a door and there was a giant Titan face inside. Then again, hey, they have Freddy Krueger in there and he works fucking weird because everyone's falling asleep slowly and he gets stronger when he's in the dream.
Huh. Rumblefish is finally getting a release over here in the States. It was an obscure Japanese fighting
Wild, yeah, that
game.
was a very obscure fighting game.
Hmm.
Uh, the hyperbole, yeah.
Oh, wow. Apparently Shredder's Revenge at least sold 1 million copies on week 1. Nice.
Is Rumbleverse, one sec. Yeah, I'm gonna look up the Rumbleverse beta. I want to see, like, if that's still going.
Okay, you know that GoldenEye 007 remake that we're supposedly getting?
Yeah.
Apparently it might be in limbo because of the certain war that I'm pretty sure YouTube doesn't even want us talking about right now.
Oh, God.
Yeah, well, that's what one of the articles on Niche Gamer says.
Wait, what game?
GoldenEye, the remake.
Oh. Oh, shit, yeah. Oh, dear. You know what? I think I'm good on GoldenEye. I had the original, it was fine. I even like the remake for the Wii.
Yeah.
It just felt like wrong. I'm like, I like that being a weird fixture in my childhood, but it's not really something I ever want to go back to because I think that my memories are stronger than the actual game.
Well, even then, dude, like the Cold War is still kind of part of the game's plot.
Oh yeah, it is totally.
Like you still have to like do the whole mission with the
Oh no no,
with the
I just mean that yeah, preserve it and everything, but like I don't need another remake or a re-release of GoldenEye. I think I'm good.
well, it's gonna happen regardless because you're
Yeah.
one person and you're
Yeah.
saying you're not giving money, but there's a 10,000 idiots who want to give money,
Stop
so they want it.
stop giving money, everyone. Only buy the things I buy. How amazing would it be if like if well, I mean, if Overwatch 2 came out and literally everyone stopped playing like yeah, like what's that really shitty game that yeah, that Platinum just made?
Oh, Babylon's Fall.
Babylon's Fall. Everyone just stopped playing Overwatch like it was Babylon's Fall. Hey, people still playing TF2, and I guess TF2 is an absolute clusterfuck right now of just non-stop hackers.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, there's a big initiative like update TF2, and I guess it took them like 3 months to actually do something, and they just changed up the anti-cheat a little bit. But I think there's still a lot of hackers.
Oh, that sucks.
Yep. TF2 was like I think my first big gaming community. I met a lot of like people through there and just had a lot of fun.
I only played it once or twice.
Yeah, it was a good
It
game.
was fun.
I mean, hey, sometimes you just get like weird servers popping up again. I always love legacy servers. Of like some old game. It's like, yeah, let's bring it up. I remember that Bro Team used to do that a lot on his channel. Actually, I think he might have I think his YouTube channel might be gone. One sec. Bro Team Pill. I know he got kicked off Twitch or something and then made his own yeah, and then made his own bleh up his own streaming service. Okay, no, he's still posting. How the hell did I become unsubscribed from him? Well. Oh yeah, he started posting a lot more videos. I think he actually made a new channel. Come to think of it, no.
That's what I would assume.
Yeah, but yeah, no, he did yeah he had a long series where he would go and play like legacy MMOs and see who was playing them, and usually piss off the like remaining dozen people that play, because he would just show up and they'd be newbies and not know what to do and like break everything. It was a fun series in that regard.
Hmm. Uh, let's see. I just want to make sure
Yeah,
if we. I have a feeling we're gonna miss talking about something, but oh, it
probably
happens.
very often. Probably something super important, like oh yeah, I forgot the president got kidnapped or something. We didn't think it was important at the time.
By ninjas.
Are we bad enough dudes to save him? No.
No.
I kind of want, I want the action movie where the president gets kidnapped and nobody gives a shit. That'd be a good that'd be a good satire.
Man, I forgot. Did I send you the link of of Tommy Boy if it was a drama?
You did, and I didn't watch it yet. I need to.
God damn. It's actually the power of editing, dude.
I love the power of editing. My buddy actually made a pretty successful video for one of his college projects of recutting Game of Thrones into a comedy. And it's a really popular video actually. It's the one video he ever made because he took an editing class and that was his final exam in college. But and it works pretty well. Yeah, I love recutting horrors as comedies. Oh, what the hell movie was that? I think it was like Big Daddy got recut into a horror movie and it was oddly easy. Anyone with Adam Sandler being like extra creepy always makes me laugh when you turn an Adam Sandler trailer into a horror movie.
Yeah, Adam Sandler.
Uh, his movies are terrible.
Oh yeah.
I fucking
I can't believe Captain Insano is going to be in AEW's video game. It's
blows
so
my
stupid.
blows my mind. Well, if the game ever comes out.
Yeah, it's going to come out. It's going to be a shit show. Sorry,
Oh, that
Umi.
was. You know what? I did not yet watch that. I not yet look at the UI for Blood and so what the hell was the name of that pirate game?
Skull and Bones?
Skull and Bones, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. Just type in
Let's see
Skull and
what the
Bones UI on Twitter.
oh yeah, and then it like everyone goes like it unironically looks like that dark. Oh my yeah, holy shit, it does. That is a bad UI.
Yep.
It does look like that Elden Ring meme. Oh, people did the same thing with the fucking UI in Xenoblade. Because there's so much shit going on. We'll press X to activate Tarnish Sense.
I should
Man,
check out
Skull
that
and Bones gonna
cave.
look like shit.
I should
Yep.
check out that cave.
Maybe I should investigate that cave. Tarnish message of the day. New items available in the Elden shop. Purchase the Epic Kingslayer from Game of Thrones and become the Golden Lord for only $9.99.
For
I love
$10,000 we do's.
Oh, it's so good. Yep, the Skull and Bones UI unironically looks like the Elden Ring meme UI where people kept adding to it and it became unintelligible. Yep, that's it. Yeah, boss fight, defeat Hodor, main quest, talk to Millennia. Oh, it's so good. Level up. The fucking mini map. The number. Oh god, I love it so much. Yeah, that looks like shit. Minimal UIs were popular. What the hell happened? Remember when games like The Last of Us like advertised themselves on having minimal UIs?
Yeah, no, even before that.
Yeah, but I mean like that was like the big thing that I remember from that. Like I remember that was like the first game that like
Well,
really
before
focused on
that, in 2005, I remember playing Fight Night Round 3 going, oh, where's the menu?
yeah.
And then I realized, oh, I see what they're trying to do. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought
Oh,
that
Fight
was
Night.
cool. And then Ubisoft was like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah. We need everything on the menus. The most intrusive UI. And then we're going to train everybody to think anything else is bad. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Ubisoft. Another easy boycott.
Yeah.
What the fuck did I have to do with that? Yeah, I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, I think it's time for us to wrap shit up because you are out of it.
Probably. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, no one else is talking, so
It happens.
yeah. Either they're gone or
Oh, we're all alone. There was never anyone else.
oh no.
Oh no. We're the only two people that exist in the universe.
This whole
Everything else
time.
is a feedback loop.
Oh man. Actually, one other thing. I have been
Okay.
playing the Somnium Files,
Yep.
and so interestingly enough, one of the first dead bodies you see, has a
Yeah.
QR link to it, and
That's amazing.
it actually works. It plays
Oh,
it
why is
plays
that
a
so funny to me?
it plays a rather disturbing looking creepypasta video.
Oh, that's so good. Wait a minute. Is that one of the girl going, like, walking down the street and it turns into a comic? Or it turns into,
No,
like, a video?
no, it's a video.
Okay. That's actually great. Man, I love stuff like that. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, modern games could actually do crazy shit like that. And it's, like, a lot of fun. Like, yeah, it's not required, but like, I kind of miss the days of old AR games. There was that one weird AR game that would, like, it was like a murder mystery thing that would, like, fill up your real life email and text you.
Um, no, I'm just saying AR is still relatively new. Why did you say old thing?
I meant I mean AR had a bit of a was super pop. Well, no, I mean Okay, I'm not talking augmented reality like tech. I'm talking the augmented reality games where you would actually like sign up and it would like email you and do like weird role play stuff based on your like phone and everything. But I mean, like yeah, stuff like Pokemon Go and like Existence have kind of carried that on. So,
Ah, okay.
but I was thinking about a particular game that did it in kind of a vaguely old school way. I don't remember the last time that any company did a big viral marketing campaign that like turned into a real life scavenger hunt. That's what I usually remember. Like ilovebees.com was that Halo like mystery that people had to solve.
Huh. Um.
You about done.
Yeah, I think I'm about to
All right.
cut.
Yeah, keep it short this week.
Yeah, because you sound out of it, and I'm running out of
I
shit to
am.
talk about. Um.
Totally.
I know something happened in some Street Fighter 6 news came out, but I
Did
can't
it?
remember.
Yeah, I haven't really heard much about that.
It wasn't a whole lot of big news, but it was something. I can't remember.
Going, hey, we confirmed that those are the characters that leaked out, or something like that.
Might as well. They already did.
Uh, yeah, a lot of those characters are pretty cool.
Uh, More stuff from Mark of the Wolves, including new animations.
Oh, nice.
Let's
Yep.
see.
Honestly, I did have kind of a long week, so I do get it. I did hang out with Al all day, and we did kind of party, by which I mean just drank too much, took edibles, and watched YouTube.
Oh, why can't you actually watch stuff of quality? Why must you always go to YouTube videos? Are you watching the good old days where we tore into Metal Mouth or some shit? What are you doing?
I don't know. I showed him that video about the Church Play cinematic universe
Okay. All right.
where we got to see Iron Man put on the cross. This video is amazing. I recommend it.
Yeah, I would just be casually playing the Somnium Files, but that's spoiler
Yeah.
century, and
Yeah,
that's a
and I
game
do
you
want to
can't
play that game.
and that's a game you can't just casually play. It's a detective murder mystery.
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
I need my attention focus on that.
That's why people stream Elden Ring always kind. I mean, Danganronpa always kind of weird me out
See,
because
that's
like,
the other thing. Yeah, I know. I don't get that either. Except people need views and shit, and some
although
people.
except that I love getting recorded reactions of everybody when Uma does that thing.
Okay. Oh god.
Because oh my god, that scene is so good, and seeing people's reaction to it, like there was only one person on the reaction I did, which was like, "Oh, what the fuck you! I love you so much." It's like, "Fuck you, Uma! I love you so much, you horrible gremlin."
So there is a visual novel that Magus recommended to me, and he said he picked
Yeah.
it up earlier last week.
Oh,
Let me check my tab on my Discord. But it's about actually, you know what? If I ever see Magus, I'll just post shit on the Magus tab just to get his attention.
yeah,
Here it
yeah.
is. It's a trailer for Corpse Factory. You can see it.
Oh,
It's a yeah.
I think I heard you talking about Corpse Factory.
Discard your sense of morality and enter the world of Corpse Factory. I'm already excited to discard my
What that?
morality.
Damn.
I don't know. This sounds like a pretty twisted game. I want to see. I want to see how far it goes. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna wrap shit up here. The edibles kind of just made me a little too melancholy nervous.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't think anything will ever beat that Halloween, where it just devolved into nonsense.
Uh, it's not completely deleted. It's unlisted.
I'm fair enough.
Don't worry.
One
Maybe
day, years from now, we will undelist.
maybe next week we'll do it. But yeah, at least I'm doing a better job handling that crap. But
Yeah.
yeah, at least we still got some talking points done. Oh yeah,
Yep.
wrestling. I know there was
I've
something.
just been playing. I've been playing Hollow Cure and Monster Hunter.
No, there was. Oh yeah, I already talked about the Sheik book. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
still
no.
need to read more of that.
And with that, this is Dark Scream signing out.
Grothin signing off.
Take care, everybody.
Good night.